off in Week 9. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Lions defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Well, last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field.
Yeah, and everything has to be kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackle there by Lewis Seed.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. They'll set up a throw. Jones has it. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. St. Brown in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now for Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is going to be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 4. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A give, right side for Gibbs. Dances by him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
You're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. more touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Cup 19,
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw again. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start our tour with a trip to FedEx Field. We find Green Bay on the road to take on Washington. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Terry McLaurin, a strong performance there. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields strong in the victory as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Gibbs straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Here we go, check.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another shot now for this Lions offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Ready? Street! Street! Ready?
And they'll begin by running the option. There he goes again. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out now come the Lions. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Reload. Check. Panther.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for Lions.
Roll.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Chapler. Smash. Hey. Check that.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Alert.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10. 37.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery muscles him off. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good. Coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Buffalo 18! Ready to roll!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 1. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready?
Second down and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?